It was a chilly autumn morning in Portland, Oregon, and the rain tapped gently against the living room windows. Emily Parker, a 38-year-old mother of two, carried a steaming mug of coffee as she looked out over the quiet street. The scent of cinnamon rolls filled the house, a Saturday tradition that her children, Lily and Ryan, eagerly looked forward to. Life had been hectic for Emily. Between her job as a nurse at the local hospital, the children's schoolwork, and keeping the household running, she barely had a moment to herself. Her husband, Daniel Parker, an architect, worked long hours on a project that often kept him out late. They loved each other deeply, but lately, Emily felt the distance creeping in. The kind of distance that comes not from lack of love, but from the wear and tear of everyday responsibilities. That morning, Emily rubbed her shoulders, wincing. The constant lifting at work had left her with an aching back. Lily, her bright and observant 14-year-old daughter, noticed immediately. "Mom, you look like you're in pain," Lily said, carrying her plate of rolls to the table. Emily smiled through the discomfort. "Just sore, sweetheart. Comes with the job." Ryan, her energetic 11-year-old, chimed in, "You should go to a spa or something. Don't they give massages there? Dad always says you need a break." Emily laughed. "A spa sounds like a dream, but we've got bills to pay. Maybe someday." That evening, as Daniel finally returned home from work, he noticed Emily stretching and wincing again. He placed his briefcase down and frowned with concern. You're really hurting, aren't you?" she sighed. "It's nothing I can't handle." But Daniel shook his head. "You've been handling too much lately. Come on, sit down. Let me try something." Emily raised an eyebrow as he led her to the couch. "What are you doing?" "Back in college, I took a sports medicine class," he explained with a grin. "I know a few tricks for muscle relief. No promises, but let's see if it helps." Skeptical but touched, Emily agreed. As Daniel carefully began massaging her shoulders, she felt the tension slowly melt away. His hands were firm but gentle, and his focus wasn't just on the knots in her muscles. It was on her. For the first time in weeks, she felt truly cared for, like the world had slowed down. "Wow," Emily murmured, surprised. "I didn't know you had this in you." Daniel chuckled softly. "Guess I've been saving my talents for when you needed them most." The children peeked into the room, giggling. "Dad's giving Mom a massage," Ryan whispered. Emily laughed and waved them off, her cheeks warm with both embarrassment and joy. "Don't mind your father. He's just proving he's full of surprises." What began as a simple back rub turned into something deeper. Not romantic in the flashy, dramatic sense, but romantic in the everyday sense that matters most. For years, Emily and Daniel had built their lives around work, kids, and responsibilities. But that night, Daniel's small act reminded them both that love is shown through care, attention, and the willingness to notice when the other is hurting. Over the next few weeks, their evenings began to change. Instead of rushing to bed after chores, they carved out time for each other. Sometimes Daniel would massage Emily's shoulders after a long shift, and other times they simply talked while sharing tea. Emily, in turn, started making space for Daniel's stories about his architectural designs, something she hadn't really done in months. One Saturday, Lily suggested, "Why don't we have a family massage day? We could all take turns, like a spa, but at home." Ryan loved the idea. "I'm great at shoulder pats. Mom always says I'm strong for my age." Emily grinned. "That sounds like fun." So they set up the living room with soft music, cozy blankets, and warm towels. It turned into an afternoon of laughter as the kids gave each other clumsy shoulder rubs, and Daniel demonstrated better techniques. Emily couldn't remember the last time they had shared so much joy together in something so simple. From then on, the family massage evening became a weekly tradition. It wasn't about perfection or professional skills. It was about slowing down, touching base, and reminding each other that love is found in small acts of kindness. Months later, Emily reflected on how much things had changed. She no longer felt invisible in the routine of life. The aches and pains from work were still there, but they were easier to bear because she knew her family was there to support her. One night, as she tucked Lily and Ryan into bed, Lily said softly, "Mom, you seem happier lately. I like it when you smile more." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, sweetheart. I am happier." You, your brother, and Dad remind me every day that I'm not alone in anything. Back in the living room, Daniel was waiting for her with 2 cups of chamomile tea. She sat beside him, leaned her head on his shoulder, and whispered, "You know, that massage really did change everything." He smiled, kissing her forehead. "It wasn't the massage. It was us finally remembering to take care of each other." The rain began again outside, but inside their home, warmth filled every corner. The Parker family had discovered that true love and connection weren't about grand gestures or expensive gifts. They were about presence, attention, and choosing, every single day, to notice one another. And so, what started as one simple massage became the spark that brought a family closer together, proving that sometimes the smallest moments can truly change everything.